a game. What a game. Like, I knew we could do it. I knew we could. And my other video might have sounded skeptical, but I had time to relax, cool down, and I knew we could do it. But my oh my, we beat the Seattle Seahawks, one of the loudest stadiums in the whole, I was about to say world, probably in the world, in the league apparently. Loudest outdoor, or is that to Arrowhead? I don't know, but one of the loudest, the 12th man stadiums. In the rain. They always talk about Saints aren't an outdoor team, but we beat them in the rain. We pulled out a W. A big dub. Wow. All right, let's get right in. All right, we're going to start off this, which was like the very first big play of the game, which was by Deonte Harris, our punt returner. Amazing. When I saw this kid in preseason, I knew, I was like, they were talking about he super fast. He's a speedster. Like, wow. Did he just... I wasn't even watching the play in real time. But when I saw the playback and I heard my dad scream, I was like, oh my God. But, wow. Did that really set a tone for us? Like, did that really set a tone for us? Because we didn't have the ball first. We deferred. And for us to stop, let me just say that. We stopped the Seahawks. It was an 0-3. They had the ball first. They didn't get a first down. We get the ball. Deonte Harris receives it, and he's gone. He literally, was that a big starting statement? It was a big starting statement for the Saints. And knowing that it's all right, we already got 7 points, and we're in the lead. That was huge. That was a big early momentum. It wasn't even a swing. It was just like, wow. Not only did we stop them on defense, but we got a touchdown without barely lifting a pinky. That was just, and that's what we needed. We needed a strong start, which is what we got. We got that. Now, next, we score a touchdown. On the defense side, it looks like our offense can't do anything at this point. Don't get on me. At this point, it's like, okay, offense isn't really producing, so we turn over to the defense. And I was scared that our offense wouldn't do anything because the defense got seriously gassed and they started declining last week. But wow, a strip fumble. And this time, guys, they didn't blow it dead. God, imagine if they did. We would have been so much. The whole city of New Orleans would have just found this dude's home, and I don't know. But like, wow, they didn't blow it dead. Oh my gosh. So Apple caused a strip fumble. Vonn Bell picks it up, runs in the end zone, gets us another 7. Another 7 without our offense even doing anything. Do you know at this point what I was thinking? What all our Saints fans were thinking? We were thinking, wow, when Drew Brees goes down, when the offense isn't producing well, and they're not producing points, they're not getting first downs and everything, our special teams and our defense, they said, all right, I got this. I'll wait for you guys to get on track, but right now that is refreshing. And, you know, Saints are always known for having, for the most part, of having a great offense, not being so great on special teams and defense. But wow, did they really say something? And I think the offense really needed it, because imagine if we don't get anything there. Where's the hope? Where's the momentum? But that was killer. All right, next we're going to talk about quarterbacks. We're going to start off with Drew Brees. That's okay. No need to be sad, because Teddy Bridgewater is here for our quarterback. And I know in my other video I sounded like, oh, we should put Taysom in. But mind you, I literally recorded this after the loss, and I was just so caught up in the fact that Drew Brees actually went down and we wouldn't know how long he would be out. The fact that we lost, I was thinking we were going 16-0, wasn't even thinking a thing. The fact that we lost, and I put all that pressure on Teddy, who was just probably I don't know, singing songs in his head, and then he's like, oh shoot, I gotta play, sort of thing. They had they had Drew Brees plays already inserted, thinking that he wouldn't get hurt on Teddy Bridgewater. And Teddy Bridgewater isn't Drew Brees. Drew Brees isn't Teddy Bridgewater. Just like how Aaron Rodgers isn't Drew Brees, and Drew Brees isn't Aaron Rodgers. They have specific weaknesses and specific strengths that are all different. And they cooked up, let me tell you, they cooked up some Teddy Bridgewater plays that he executed very excellent at. In the second quarter-ish, it looks like he wasn't clicking, looks like he wasn't comfortable, looks like, I don't know, he just wasn't finding people. But I think overall, Teddy did not play lights out. Like, you saw how Lamar Jackson played today, Patrick Mahomes, they played lights out. Teddy, however, he did great. He didn't even do decent. He did great. Good/great, I'll give him. Because he made the plays that really counted. And he didn't do, I don't even know if he had a pass over 20-plus yards. But that was okay because we didn't ask for him to do that much. Teddy did what he needed to do. He did. First down, second down, third down. Most of the part, he did what he had to do. Yes, there were some missed passes. Yes, there was wide open people. But that happens all the time. Teddy has not started in the NFL, which I didn't play account in last time when I was talking about him, for 3 years, when it really mattered. And he was with the Vikings. It's going to take him a while to get synced in with the team. And from what I saw, just a week full of practice, I like what I'm seeing. And I have high hopes for him. And as I did before I recorded this video, and before probably around Wednesday, I started being like, oh wait, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine because we have star players like this man right here. Yes, I got the Gold Rush Alvin Kamara jersey. This is not my dad's, it's not my mom, this is mine. I am a serious Saints fan. I'm repping Alvin Kamara, who I think literally probably, besides special teams defense, won us the game offensively. It's Alvin Kamara. Game ball to him, I believe so. Because, man, this dude, he has like butter all of him, oil, call it whatever. He can't be tackled. Like, it's can't guard Mike, but it should be can't guard, Alvin. Like, that should be his name. Did I say guard? Can't tackle Alvin. Because, man, is this dude so slippery, and he does it with so much class. It's just like, oh my God. Like, is this man even human? Like, Alvin Kamara is a beast. He's a beast, man. You can't get this man to the ground. It's just like, oh, he is just so slick. Like, that one play where he, like, was hiding in front of, like, all the men right there, and then he just, like, cut, and wow. And he got us that first down. He is just so sneaky. He can kill you. You give him just a little bit of space, he can get through there. It's crazy. He came up big for us today, which usually he always does, but he had a big game today. But who I wanted to see more of was obviously Latavius Murray. We didn't give him the ball that much, so I didn't really expect a lot of it. I believe he probably had like 3 carries. I didn't see him a lot in the game. They were just feeding it to Alvin or trying to make some big plays. Alvin had 9 receptions, 92 yards, and 1 touchdown on receiving yards. And on rushing yards, he had 16 carries for 69 yards, 1 touchdown, which is crazy. And I'll give you Teddy's stats, by the way. Teddy was 19 for 27, 170 yards, and 2 touchdowns. We weren't asking him to be Drew Brees, especially in the circumstance he was put in. But given everything, given that he only practiced for a week, he hasn't started since 3 years, given literally everything, he's on the road at Seattle where it's raining, given everything, Teddy did exactly and maybe even more than what we expected him to do. And I believe that the team had confidence in him. He's been on the team, but to be a quarterback, to be that leader, takes a lot of time and experience. And I think he's getting used to it, and I only expect better from him from now on. And I know he can do it. I know he can do it. He actually did really well with, I think, time in the pocket. Yes, there were, plays and all that stuff, but compared to last week, he did very well with time management in the pocket. So that's that. I'm trying to figure out Latavius Murray's stats. I don't even think he comes up on here as a rusher. No, I don't think he does. Oh, yeah, here he is. Okay, he had 2 carries for 2 yards. So, yeah. And Alvin Kamara averaged 4.3. So, yeah, obviously that. But I want to see Latavius Murray, but I'm sure they're just focusing on feeding it to Kamara, because you see what he does. When he gets fed, when he gets rolling, he's unstoppable. He is unstoppable. But yes, Michael Thomas, we saw him come up big. At first, I think maybe the first half or something, he wasn't even targeted. Maybe first quarter, he wasn't even targeted, but let's see. Alvin Kamara. Michael Thomas had 5 reception yards, 54 yards, and averaged about 10.8 yards. So Ted Ginn also came up pretty big in certain plays. Had 2 receptions, 15 yards, 7.5 average. Saying for receiving yards, that's about it. Kamara is really our lead receiver, honestly, today. Just the 5-6 yard passes to him. That's really what Teddy Bridgewater did today. Again, he had no really big plays, but maybe just kind of dumped it off, chunked it to Alvin Kamara, and then Alvin Kamara did the work, which is why he is the way he is. He's just so, he's clutch. He's clutch in the moments he doesn't even have to be clutching. Like, that is Alvin Kamara. He is just a stud. Anyways, yeah, he was our main receiver today. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do in the future with our receivers. I saw that Cook dropped that pass where Bridgewater was throwing and he didn't quite turn around yet, and it was still in his hands and dropped it. I believe that was the only thrown attempt to him, but yeah, we gotta keep it working. But I think today was mainly a rushing day for probably not both sides of the ball. In the beginning, it seemed like it because of the rain, but yeah, I just know that like it could become a problem, especially if someone like Alvin gets double teamed or something like that. We gotta work in some people for tight end or wide receiver. That's a must, but I won't focus too much on that. But I know we have to get that done. Taysom Hill, I honestly didn't know, because earlier in the week Sean Payton was talking about going into the game with 2 quarterbacks in mind, whatever that meant. But I expected Teddy to play, like I said. They signed him for a reason. And Taysom caught a pass. He did play as quarterback, but he just handed the ball to Alvin Kamara. Yeah, that quarterback to quarterback. Teddy was throwing at Taysom. He got a first down. That was beautiful. Beautiful. The telephone is ringing. But the defense, they had no sacks, which there was pressure, but it's just Russel Wilson being Russell Wilson. I mean, he is a mobile quarterback. He can escape stuff. He's a magician, right? So I don't really think that, because there was definitely pressure. It was just close. It wasn't like, oh my God, they're standing right here and he's like way over there. There was definitely pressure, but we just weren't getting to him. We either put a hand on him and somehow didn't tackle him. I don't know. But yeah, no sacks today, but that's okay, because that was, I believe, Russell Wilson just being Russell Wilson and getting out of bad situations with his feet. The secondary, of course, needs work. I don't know really what to say. Apple got beat Marshawn got beat. Maybe both the Williams, PJ Williams and Marcus Williams got beat. I'm sure at one point. I believe some of that with the beat thing and like, oh, I'm guarding this man, or wait, am I guarding this man? Confusion basically in the secondary had to do a lot with just the awesome play calling of Pete Carroll. I think they had really good play calls where there's just a lot of confusion, some trick plays, and it was just, I think, really just good offense on Pete Carroll's part. But I do know that regardless, the secondary needs work, and I think we can do it. I know all the potential of Eli Apple and Marshawn Lattimore and both of the Williams, I'm going to call both of the Williams, PJ and Marcus. I believe that they can get it going. Only week 3. And so, yeah, again, I know we can get this done, just like the quarterback situation. We got it done. I believe we can do it. Dennis Allen, he'll make them better. I know that. All right. Yes, we did have interceptions, but none of them stayed because they were from flags. I just want to throw that out there. Interesting fact. I don't know. But, yeah, we had no interceptions. Only interceptions were because of flags, which were probably like offsides, holding, something like that. I saw AJ Klein was a little off. Like, you would see his guy wide open, like, maybe 3 times that happened. But, again, I just think that's because of the offensive coordinator and all the plays and just Seattle being a really good, consistent offensive team. I think that was part of the problem, maybe the main problem. But everyone has their off days. But today, the Saints as a whole did not have their off day. In fact, it kind of looked like we were sort of maybe dominating. Maybe there could be an argument to that. At times, I just thought, like, wow, we got this game in the bag. It's secured. But, of course, you know, Saints holding your breath almost to the very end. But I think we did pretty good, and I'm super excited because next week we take on the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to say a bold statement because who doesn't love bold statements? Regarding that game, I know a lot of Dallas fans are like, oh my God, we're 3-0. This is going to be very controversial. I do think Dallas is a good team. I have no hate on Dallas. But I don't think they're as good as the hype. I don't believe the hype in a way. Yes, they are a good team. Of course, Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott. But I just don't believe the hype. They played, garbage teams like the Dolphins. I don't even know. It's just, I think they played the Giants. It's just garbage teams in a way. I don't want to bite my tongue or like eat my own words, but I just don't think they're as good as they seem, like beating everyone, blowing them out. Like, I just don't think it will be that way with the Saints, especially because they'll be in the dome. It's going to be hard to hear. And it's going to be the Saints. It's going to be the Saints this week, but even better. I know it. Yeah, I'm not saying that the Saints will win. I'm not. I'm just saying that I just don't think they're as good as everyone's thinking they are just because they played those type of teams. I want to see them play the Saints, which will be a huge game on both sides. Obviously, the Saints, they want to keep their winning streak alive with Teddy Bridgewater saying to every NFL commentator, every NFL fan that, hey, just because Drew Brees is out does not mean we can't win. We can still win. We have talented players. We believe in Teddy Bridgewater and Sean Payton and Dennis out. Because that today was a big, huge statement. I'm pretty sure everybody had the Seahawks winning. And the Saints just basically said, eat it, shove it. We don't care. We won, and this was a huge win. Huge win for the Saints, knowing that they can get it done, and for the fans, we saw them win. We saw them win without Drew Brees. And man, that's like kind of like, wow, but Drew Brees is still hurt, but we won. We won. We won. And I can't help but smile. I'm sure Drew Brees is smiling in LA right now, just like, wow. So yeah, next week's game is gonna be crazy. I'm actually gonna be there. When I catch, I'm kidding. But no, I'm gonna be there. Super excited. Sunday Night Football. Gosh, the stakes couldn't be higher. The Dallas have to prove, hey, we can beat good teams. We can beat better, more developed teams, more efficient teams, more consistent teams like the Saints. Yeah, they may not have Drew Brees, but they're still a good team. And I think the Cowboys also, like how I think, like they've been playing like not so great teams. They have a lot on the line saying, hey, we can get this done. We can get this done with a good team, with a good offensive coordinator, with a good defensive coordinator, with a good special teams coordinator, with a good team as a whole. And Saints have been very consistent. And I believe we can win. But a lot is on the line for these two teams coming up next week, and I love to see how this plays out. Again, I'm going to be there, so I couldn't be any more excited. I'm going to be super loud in the dome. Make sure that Dak Prescott is doing one of the Jared Goff things, trying to hear, like, what? Like, I'm going to make sure I'm loud. I'm going to be... I'm super excited. Again, I don't know if I'm going to pick who wins, but I think the Saints can get it done. And I do believe that Dallas is a good team again. I just don't think they're, like, up to, like, the Chiefs level, should I say. I know they're a good team, but I just don't think they're up to the Chiefs level. Because the Chiefs, amazing, right? Patrick Mahomes is a dog. He's a beast, and wow. If I'm a Chiefs fan, I'm pretty excited about the AFC locking that up, maybe stealing it from the Patriots. I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, Dallas is a good team. They are. They're solid. We'll see what our New Orleans Saints can do about that. I think we can take care of business as usual and get a dub. But that's all today. And we'll see what happens during the week. Peace. As few closing notes is this video is longer than I wanted to be. Going back and editing it, I was like, oops. I'm gonna work on that. I want to cut it down to at least probably like 10, max 15. That's my little range. I probably got over like 5 minutes long. Well, including this, it's gonna be more. But yeah, I just probably need to cut down on talking for about 5-8 minutes less. But also, I'm going to try to stay updated, post when I want to. Last week, I started off slow by posting the Rams reaction game on a Wednesday, I believe. And then, so I didn't have enough time because I actually recorded the video, but I recorded it Saturday night. So I was like, what's the point of me saying, like, an approach to the Seattle game if it's literally the next day, less than 24 hours. So I decided to scrap it. But I'm planning on uploading when the Saints play on a specific day, Sunday, Monday, Thursday night, whatever you call it. I plan to upload that night of or the day afterwards. Now, next week when we play the Cowboys, I will actually be at the game. So I don't know if I will have time to record everything. That will actually probably come out maybe 2 days later, a day later, just because I'll probably have like actual like footage of me doing there, and I'll speak on it like in a later note. I'll find it out, but that video won't be coming as fast as I want it to be, just because I will be going to that game. I want to post reaction videos post game, and I also want to do it pre-game. So like, if the Saints are playing on a Sunday, I would like to upload my video on a Friday night, just in case if there's any Saints updates, whether that's injuries or some other thing. And then I would like to also give a prediction and talk about what we need to do to win that game. I would like to start doing that. So, again, I would post on the day or day afterwards of the game. And then later in the week on, like, if it's typical Sunday, I'll post it on a Friday. or like midweek, depending on the game schedule. So that's my game plan for this channel. I really want to keep working and actually do what I want to do on time and doing it very well. Thanks if you made it to the end of the video. It's really long. Wow. Okay, yeah. I have a lot of things to fix, and I will be working on that. But thanks for watching, and leave a little comment, feedback. I love it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.